so many people on the right think if you fix this issue, you'll fix America.
Well, it's very costly.
Yeah. I mean, what are your thoughts? Wrap it on up. Final thoughts.
Look, I'm the grandson of an immigrant from Ireland. The new people have always had problems. There was the Know Nothing Party that existed specifically to get rid of Catholics in America, right? So anytime somebody comes into an area, especially lower middle class areas, the immigrants aren't going into Martha's Vineyard. It's seen by the masses. Where are the masses? The masses are at the lower levels. We're living in apartment buildings. We're living in Manhattan. We're living where we're seeing this. And people are seeing they're losing their job, they're this, they're that. It's easy to point to somebody and say no. But there's also, we're not getting the doctors and engineers and physicists from these countries, right? So there's a real threat when you get people that their own country didn't want. They empty prisons, they come here. We have a right in our country.
You just said about throwing allegations out there without proof and stating them as facts.
Venezuela did it.
No, wait, the Venezuelan situation is a little bit different.
Of course it is.
The Venezuelan gangsters that came here, and Donald Trump sat there and honored Juan Guaido there. And these are Carlos Vecchia people.
No, I know.
These are people who are against the Maduro government that came here, that Biden allowed to come.
And that's
right.
And that's why they took over those apartment complexes in Colorado, just for peaceful protest against the Maduro.
Once again, it's a government that your boy supported. Donald Trump supported. Juan Guaido stood up. Listen, I don't want to
support everything Donald Trump does.
But he did. He supported that government.
The
and
people that live here have a right to feel safe in their communities. They have a right to feel like their property values are not being submarined by some foreign bureaucracy and NGOs. And do I think it should be our number one concern? No, I don't. But does that mean it shouldn't be a concern? No, it should. At the end of the day, whether we want to agree with the severity of the crime or whatever, they are trespassing. They didn't do things the right way. They need to leave. Yeah. And then I'd love anybody that wants to be in America, I want you in America. Anybody that wants to work hard, I want you here. Some of the best people I know are immigrants. We're all family of immigrants. That doesn't mean you wait online. I know waiting online sucks, but that doesn't mean you get to cut to the front because, somebody 60 years ago cut the line at Six Flags and now you're the grandkid. You know what I'm saying? That's not the way this works.